Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Today first news is European giants now make huge £650,000 a week offer to sign Liverpool star. One of the biggest clubs in Europe has tabled a huge offer to a Liverpool superstar ahead of a potential eye-watering move this summer, according to a new report. Busy summer of ins and outs expected at Liverpool. The Reds have been quiet in the transfer market in recent years, with very few ins and outs happening, certainly in comparison to most of their Premier League rivals. That has to change this summer, however, with Arne Slot arguably needing to be backed in the market, freshening up his squad and strengthening in various key areas, including left-back and centre-forward. There will also be a number of departures, allowing Liverpool to get players off their wage bill, with the likes of Darwin Nunez and Diogo Jota at risk of being moved on. Among others, Lille striker Jonathan David has been linked with an exciting move to Anfield at the end of the campaign, with the Canadian potentially seen as an upgrade on Slot's current central attacking options. The 24-year-old has enjoyed another standout season in League One, scoring 14 goals in 20 starts, as well as netting 7 times in the Champions League. At the other end of the pitch, Crystal Palace and England centre-back Mark Guéhi continues to be mentioned as a possible summer target. A huge bid will be required to prize him away from the Eagles, but the Reds could see him as a long-term successor to Virgil van Dijk. European giants make huge bid to Van Dijk. Speaking of the Dutchman, Anfield Watch report that Paris Saint-Germain are in talks with Liverpool captain Van Dijk's agent about a stunning move to the League One giants at the end of the season. It is stated that a pre-tax offer of €80 million, £67.3 million, spread over 2 years, with a potential third season in the French capital, is on the table along with a hefty signing bonus taking the initial proposal to €100 million, £84.2 million. That €80 million figure would be £650,000 per week for 2 years before tax, which is almost triple his current £220,000 a week wage. This is an update that will cause real concern among the Liverpool fanbase, with Van Dijk one of the most influential players in the history of the club. The Red skipper may now be 33, but he isn't showing any signs of slowing down, but the fact that he hasn't yet signed a contract extension is raising serious alarm bells. Van Dijk's head could be turned by a move to a side that recently knocked Liverpool out of the Champions League, especially given the eye-watering wages mentioned. The hope is that the Netherlands international will ultimately still sign a new deal with the Reds. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Liverpool FC transfer news. Our second news is Liverpool to receive Darwin Nunez bid that will surely tempt after massive Alexander Isak update. Liverpool could receive a tempting offer for Darwin Nunez from a club more suited to his demands, while Fabrizio Romano has delivered a tantalizing update on the Reds and Alexander Isak. The Nunez experiment at Anfield appears to be coming to an end. The Uruguayan is nearing the conclusion of his third full season at Liverpool, and it's fair to say the striker has not lived up to his lofty £64 million, rising to £85 million, price tag. Liverpool were actually very close to offloading Nunez to Al Nassr in January, according to Fabrizio Romano. A deal ultimately fell through after the Reds were unable to bring a move for any of their summer targets forward by 6 months. However, Romano has unequivocally stated the expectation is Nunez will be sold at the second time of asking in the summer. Interest from the Saudi Pro League is understood to remain strong. But according to a recent update from Sky Sports Switzerland, Nunez would much rather join a club from a country that more suits his upbringing and culture. The report read, Darwin Nunez, tired of the gloomy English climate, would like to join a club closer to his Latin culture and has opened the door to a departure this summer. The obvious answer is Spain and La Liga, and according to the latest from Ben Jacobs, Nunez may get his wish by way of Atletico Madrid. Reporting for Give Me Sport, Jacobs wrote, sources believe the La Liga giants are contemplating a loan with an obligation for Nunez in the region of €35 to €40 million, although no contact has been made with Liverpool yet. €35 million to €40 million equates to just £29.4 million to £33.6 million, and per Jacobs, is around half of what Liverpool were offered by Al Nassr in January. But if Atleti do lodge their rumoured bid and Nunez quickly agrees personal terms, Liverpool will have the chance to draw a line under an expensive transfer that simply hasn't worked out. Aside from Nunez, Fabrizio Romano also confirmed there are concrete possibilities Luis Diaz leaves the club this summer. Furthermore, Team Talk understands there is a sizable chance Diogo Jota is sold too, while Mohamed Salah still hasn't signed a new contract and is heading towards free agency. Liverpool's forward line could thus look unrecognizable next season, with multiple high-profile additions a must, and per transfer guru Romano, Liverpool are firmly in the mix and among two clubs weighing up truly massive bids for Alexander Isak. They want to keep Alexander Isak at the club, that's the message from Newcastle, said Romano. But I keep telling you that big, massive proposals will come to the table for Isak. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Liverpool FC transfer news. Our last news is Liverpool transfer news as $82 million bid prepared, and Arne Slot eyes next Arjen Robben. Liverpool transfer news as an $82 million bid for a Serie A defender is supposedly readied, and Arne Slot and Richard Hughes reportedly eye a wonder kid likened to Arjen Robben. Liverpool might have crashed out of the Champions League and lost the Carabao Cup final last week, but this is still set to be a brilliant season for Arne Slot. In his debut campaign, he is going to bring home the Premier League title. Nonetheless, it is set up to be a big summer at Anfield. Slot and his sporting director, Richard Hughes, have now been in their roles long enough to have properly assessed the roster and worked out what else is required to take it to the next level. When the next market opens at the end of the season, it could be a busy period. Here is the Liverpool.com verdict on the transfer gossip to emerge around the Reds today. We start with a Scandinavian wonder kid who is being touted as a target for a number of European clubs. Sindre Wall Ejeli, FC Nordsjælland. Liverpool is one of a number of clubs interested in signing the Norwegian wonder kid Sindre Wall Ejeli, according to Football Insider. Currently playing for the Danish side FC Nordsjælland, he has already been compared to Arjen Robben. In the winter transfer window, Arne Slot's old side, Feyenoord, saw a $16 million, £13m/€15m, offer for Ejeli turned down for his services. Newcastle United has also been linked. Liverpool is prepared to make an $82 million, £63m/€75m, offer to Inter Milan for its centre-back Alessandro Bottoni this summer, according to Fishages. Soon turning 26, which is the age at which Virgil van Dijk moved to Anfield, the Italian is regarded as one of the best defenders in the world. Nico Schlotterbeck, currently at Borussia Dortmund, has also been mentioned heading into what could be a big window. Van Dijk is out of contract in a few months as things stand, while Ibrahima Konate only has another year left on his deal after this season. Ejeli is only 18, but he has 6 goals and 4 assists in the Superliga across 24 appearances. That kind of output is impressive, and there is interest growing in his services from around Europe as a result. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update, but the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do WL. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you 11 never walk. Alanal.